Oh, what to do, what to do? Ooh, I know who I'm gonna call.
Hello?
Hey, Ryan Garcia, this is Shane Faison from fightTIPS.
Oh, wrong number. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, Shane?
Yeah, what's up, man? So I was wondering, you wanna work out in my garage?
Us!
King Ryan?
Shane, what's
Ryan
up?
Garcia, what's up, Shane?
What's up? How you
Good to
doing?
see you. Down to get some training in?
Let's get it. Let's get to work.
Let's work. So how old were you, Ryan, when you started boxing?
7 years old.
7?
Yeah.
When did you start? When did you have your first competition?
8 years
Oh,
old.
really?
I actually lost my first 2 fights.
Dude, that's a message right there
Yes.
for everyone listening. Do not give up. Keep going.
I was planning on retiring after my second amateur fight because I got robbed. And I was like, Dad, I don't know, I keep losing, blah, blah, blah. He was like, one more fight, if you don't win, you could get out. And then we fought this guy named Jose Guzman. He had actually 8 more fights than me. And I was like, well, why am I gonna take this?
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna kill me. But then my friends actually influenced me, man, just go for it, blah, blah, it's
Yeah.
experience, whatnot. So I went for it, and I got outstanding boxer. I beat him, I won, and I was just like the greatest feeling. So from there, I just didn't lose.
That's awesome, man. That is so good.
I just needed one victory to get that confidence, and then
Yeah.
after that, it just...
Yeah.
So confidence is a big thing. You gotta have that.
Dude, boxing, the mental game is everything. It's everything. So your dad is your head coach, he always has been?
No, him and my uncle.
Okay.
Then I had other trainers throughout my career, but my dad mostly been.
Yeah, was he a boxer himself?
Briefly, he had 2 amateur fights.
So what was it that you were like, I want to do boxing? You didn't want to do soccer or basketball?
Well, I was actually playing baseball at 6. I was killing it. They called me the next Babe Ruth. I don't want to be too,
Yeah. You got to stay humble,
cocky,
but yeah.
but that's what they were calling me. But then after the season was over, they gave me a 4th place trophy because my team wasn't really doing nothing. So I was mad. I was like, man, I want to do something where it's like one-on-one. I don't have to rely on anybody. And my uncle, he showed me a picture of like a championship bout. It was shiny. It looked spectacular. So I told him, well, what do I have to do? He was like, well, you have to fight. I was like, what's that? And he was like, all right. And he took me to the garage, put some pads up, and I snapped my jab off. And ever since then, I was like, man, I love this.
Dude, I love that. And you were 7 years old, right?
7 years old, yeah.
So you went pro at 17.
Yeah.
And you have 230 amateur fights?
225, yeah.
Damn. So how often were you fighting then between 7 and 17? Twice a month?
No, even more sometimes. Like, they have fights every weekend. So sometimes we would go every weekend.
Wow. And then there's tournament style, so you would fight.
Yeah.
I think you and I actually fought the same day, 2016 Riverside.
Oh,
Did you fight that?
was it at SoCal State?
Yeah.
In Menifee.
Menifee,
Yeah,
Menifee, exactly. Yeah, that's so funny,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Because
cool.
I remember my coach, Marco, he's like, yo, you gotta watch this kid.
Yeah.
He was telling me all about it. He's got like 200 plus fights. And I remember that you made easy work of that.
Yeah.
So you train in the fightTIPS garage. That's not too foreign for you though, right?
No, I feel comfortable in here. I love it.
Why?
It just feels like home.
You train in a garage, right? That's like your home gym.
Yeah. That's where I train for all my fights.
Just at home at your dad,
My
your
dad,
parents?
my family, you see.
That's so cool, man.
That's
I
all
love
we
that.
do.
Yeah.
We're like a boxing family, so.
So your brothers fight too? How many brothers do you have?
I have 2 brothers. One of them fights. My little brother Sean. He's 1-0. 1-0 with 1 KO.
Wow.
I have my best friend living with me. He's 3-0, 2 KOs.
Wow.
And then just everybody loves boxing in my house.
That's so cool, man. So what's your current record right now? Pro.
13-0, 12 KOs.
Man, you're killing it on social media.
Yeah.
You got like over 300,000 followers on Instagram. You're doing a really good job. Do you get any haters?
So, I got any haters, of course.
So
Man, you got a lot of doubters. But
saying what? Like, what could they possibly say? You're 19 years
basically,
old.
just saying, oh my God, you haven't fought nobody. You're all hype. You're gonna get knocked out. You don't do this right. You don't do that right. And
So, A, how do you handle with that? And B, how do you respond to them?
I handled it by not caring what nobody thinks because
Yep.
when you're focused on your dream, it don't matter. Like,
Love it.
you're just ready. Because I know what I could do. Like, when I fight those top level fighters, they'll see that I'm not just Instagram, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
I can really fight.
That's
so.
a perfect response. And then, do you respond to these guys, or you just ignore them?
My dad does.
Oh, really?
I tell him, just calm down. Like, it really doesn't matter because once I win, they're gonna just be looking at me like, okay, he did it.
It's gonna feel that much
Yeah.
better too, proving them wrong, man.
Yeah.
You know what it is, man? You're 19 years old, you're good looking, you're successful. They're jealous.
Yeah.
I mean, that really is the main motivation for why people hate online, because they would never say it to your face.
Never.
No.
Everybody has they're just brave, and that gives them outlet to be really, really brave.
Right.
But you know what? I don't have no like hatred toward people that say anything bad, because they're still watching all my videos. They're commenting on my stuff.
That's
all
right,
good.
man. That's right.
All I'm doing is fighting. We're doing what I love. So have your opinions on it. If you don't like how I fight, it's okay.
Yeah. You
Okay.
watch me anyway. I love it, man. Exactly.
Oh, I slept on. What do you guys say now?
All right, so let's. What do you think? Let's get some gloves on. We'll hit the heavy bag a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool. Have your
let's see.
pick. Go ahead.
Okay, I like these gloves.
The seal of approval from Ryan Garcia.
They have been approved.
I've had some pretty big names that I've trained with and seen them work. Bro, you got it, man. You got that X factor, I'm telling you. I'm worried this bag is gonna explode. I'm waiting for the stuffing to come out, because I love how you touch people and they turn off that left. But that right too. Come on. God damn. Ryan, who's the top level? Who's the best sparring you've worked with?
Has to be either Lomachenko or Jorge Linares. Both great work for me.
How was Lomachenko? I was sparring with him.
Lomachenko was great work. I didn't want to go into the sparring to like showing him respect, because I really wanted to see where I was at.
Yeah.
Because if I show him respect, then I don't know where I'm at on that level.
Right.
He's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go all out.
How'd you hold up?
So, first couple rounds, I was catching him. He thought I was gonna, because he wants to get you on the back foot.
Right.
That's exactly what he wants. So when he's faking, he wants you to react. Like say he's faking, he wants you to throw something. He'll step back, continue his attack until you break down mentally, either cover up, or throw a punch that you don't want to throw. So if you stay there, stay calm, get in your zone, let him make his move, boom, and then you counter, you have a chance of catching him and then doing your work, what you want to do.
Were you catching him?
Catching him. My famous left hook, catching him over his jab.
Yeah.
Then they took me out after 2 rounds, put somebody else in, beat him up, and then I went back in there. He had different intentions. He came at me aggressive, bullied me a little bit. Good job on his part. Took me out my mental game, but I learned from it.
Yeah.
That's what you learn from those type of fighters, those champion levels.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is it skill, because I definitely have the skill, but it's all about the mental too. Can you get them off their game?
Yeah.
So I learned that, took that from him, and now I'm even a better fighter than from just one sparring match. So kudos to Lomachenko. He's a great fighter.
That's awesome, man. That's a good story. Let's do a little drill here. I was just watching one of your fights against Lucky.
Oh, Tyron Lucky?
Tyron Lucky, yeah.
Yeah.
And the commentators are saying just that you have an instinct to finish the fight.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and you said that it can get the best of you?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm like a shark. If I smell blood, I go kill it.
Yeah.
I go for the kill. But I'm learning, little by little, that some of these guys be faking it. And they be trying to, I'm hurt.
Ooh.
They always do that.
Well, dude, you were saying Lomachenko plays the mind games. That's a mind game right there.
Oh, that's a mind game. Because they know they're not on your skill level. They have one chance to land the lucky shot.
Wow.
Because when you're beating shit out of somebody, they'll act like, and then you're going to be like,
Yeah.
smack. And sometimes I've seen people get dropped.
Yeah.
From that happening.
Yeah.
So I got to be careful. But I know when I hit them with a hard shot. That's why I'm like, they only can fake a little bit. Cause
Right.
I know when it lands.
You can only be so good of an actor.
Yeah. I know, right?
So favorite fighter?
Current fighter, Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I've just been paying attention to myself, really. Just like trying to work on my skills. Because if I pay attention to many guys, I might try to emulate them. I don't want to emulate nobody. I know what I'm doing.
So you don't watch a lot of boxing?
I do, but I try not to follow one fighter. Because I don't know. Because if you keep watching on YouTube and stuff, I used to do that, and I used to almost feel like myself, I was doing moves like Floyd, when it's I'm not Floyd, so don't try.
Yeah.
I'm not a fighter,
That's really interesting to me, because I found I kind of do that a lot too. It's I'm always studying new guys, but I kind of get that paralysis through analysis where I overthink, and then, dude, I started off with Taekwondo, and then I went to a Muay Thai gym, And they're like, don't do that. Don't do that Taekwondo stuff. That doesn't work. And for years, I just completely abandoned it.
See, this is the thing, like, you do whatever's working for you. That's what I do. Like, if I throw my left hook, if I swing it around, and they're like, oh, don't swing it around like that. You should throw it like this. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna do how I do. I land that punch all the time.
Yeah, and you knock dudes out for it.
I knock dudes out. They say, oh, don't hold your chin up like this. I can do it if I want, because that's how I block.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll put it down when I have to, go down the body. It's like, dude, I'm gonna do what I do because that's just how I've always done it. And I haven't been knocked out, haven't been stunned ever in 225 amateur fights. Never been knocked out in sparring, nothing. Wow. I haven't even been, my nose barely bleeds. Wow. Like, I don't get what people are saying. Like,
well, that's the thing with fighting, I think. So many people
have their own opinions on how to fight.
Yeah, or they don't know enough, they haven't been around enough, and it's like, well, my coach taught me this, so that's the be-all, end-all. When it's like, dude, there's styles.
Hey, let's just agree to disagree. And also, some of the best fighters didn't do everything technically right. Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah.
Nobody could touch him. I don't care what anybody says. When he was in his prime, nobody touched him.
And they don't teach that. They don't teach you in a gym to do this.
Floyd has mistakes. If you don't know, he jumps in sometimes with a hook like that.
Yeah.
You could get countered, but when you know as a fighter, you feel it. That's the thing. You feel when you're gonna land a punch. There's no way they can counter, no matter what you do. It's too quick. So like when he was fighting Corrales, he kept jumping in. They say don't jump in with the hook. He was like that. Drop.
Yeah.
Sat down like this. Ooh, dropped him.
Yep.
He could have got countered, but when you know, you know. You're not gonna throw a punch if you don't know. That's the thing. As a fighter, when you've done it so long, you can feel. You're like get in front. You can feel when you can land something. You're not gonna miss. You're just not, because you feel it. Boom. Good night. Slap. That's it.
I think what a lot of people have trouble with, beginners, is it's like, I have the jab, I have the cross, I have the hook, I have the uppercut.
They're worried about that too much.
Yeah, and they're worried about making it look like a textbook or something where it's gonna look perfectly right. Yeah, but it's like, dude, what's the best path for this punch to land? I have to go over here, I have to come around the guard, it's gonna be a little sloppy, but it's gonna land.
Exactly.
It's gonna touch him. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can call whatever you want. I just need to touch him.
I hit him with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Like, for a prime example, Triple G, he said, he's looking for somebody. Good night.
It's up here.
Rubio. Man, it's a fight in the end of the day. It's not here to look pretty. You're here to fight. So when you're fighting somebody, I see this punch over. Bing! Boom.
You know what? So I'm really trying to figure out what is the secret to the knockout? What is it that turns someone off?
Tricking them. Getting their mind off of what you're doing for a split second. So
what do you mean?
Just like Mike Tyson said. He goes like this. He go to body, make you drop. Boom. Good night. Or look at this one. I'll do 3 jabs to the body. Another example, Marcus Madonna versus Adrian Broner.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
you actually would have.
I thought you were going right hand. So I'm over
right hand. That's what Broner thought too.
Yeah.
He said,
yeah.
Gone. See? So I'm saying you gotta trick them. So make them believe that you're gonna do something. Like I'm gonna go like this, right hand to body, boom.
Yeah.
Oh, another example. Canelo Alvarez versus Amir Khan. He said, how many times? He hit him like 3 times. Hard right hand to the body.
Yeah.
And he goes, bing.
Yeah.
Slap. Gone.
Fakes the jab low.
Another example. Kirkland versus Canelo. He did the exact same move. Exact same move from Amir. I knew it was gonna land to Amir Khan too, because I seen him setting up the same thing. I do it all the time. Boom. Boom. And then, bing. Gone. So all, you take their mind off of what you're trying to do. Like, okay, I'm gonna land this hook, but I'm gonna set it up. See? Just that movement, and they're like, oh, what the heck? And then it just slips around. Because you have to have speed though. Because you have to, if you take too long, they're gonna see it and they're just, wow.
Because I mean, there's so much that goes into it. There's placement, there's accuracy, there's speed, there's power. But I feel like that's the one thing is like when you don't see it coming, you don't have time to brace for it. You don't have time to squeeze the neck muscles, lift the traps up, and it's just like remember when there was little kids running around just sneaking up behind people, and they were calling it the knockout game, right? Just out on the streets.
Yes.
And I'm like, these aren't little Mike Tysons running around. It's when you're done work after a 10-hour day, you're relaxed, you're walking down the street, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get decked from the side. Yeah.
That's exactly the key to a knockout. Look at another example, Erickson Lubin versus Jamal Charlo. He didn't see it happen. He said, I don't know why he did this. And it wasn't even a hard punch, honestly.
Yeah.
He just said, and he didn't see it coming because he's ducking his head like this. You don't duck your head like that. You just go like this. Or Mayweather goes like this. And he watches, boom, You can't just duck and go like that. You're gonna get.
Gotta watch the shots. Gotta keep your eyes open. Awesome stuff. All right, so the
Heavy.
flow, we're gonna go left uppercut, left hook, cross, up, cross, hook. Good, just keep that going. Watch any TV shows right now?
Orange is the New Black.
Right! Cut that out.
Hey, honestly, I just came up with anything. That's not even what I watch.
Any movies lately? Favorite movie of all time?
Shit, Lion King.
It's
the best.
I love it.
Kuna Matata. It's in the house. Don't worry.
Means no worries. So tell me a little about your training. Do you do any weightlifting?
Nope. Resistance training, rubber bands.
So body weight stuff.
Body weight stuff. Keep my
And then
agility.
keep it all fight specific.
Yeah.
I like that. What about your diet? What's your diet look like?
I'm on meal preps.
What is it? All meal prep?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Barely started because my weight was kind of going up there. I'm 19, I'm still growing. So my body changed all of a sudden.
So what's your walk around weight and what's your
148, I fought at 130. I know, that's crazy, right?
Damn, that is crazy. That's a lot. How do you cut weight?
Smart way. I feel good.
Yeah, okay. Not giving away any of his secrets.
No secrets.
What about road work?
5 miles every day just to do it.
5 miles?
Technically doesn't help, but.
How do you mean?
Because when you box, it's a sprint. You go short burst, explosion. You're not going long distance like that. So I just do it to keep my heart good and stuff like that. But really, you got to do sprints. A lot of explosive things in the gym, like short bursts with rubber bands. There's a lot of things that you have to do to get your body in boxing shape.
You know what I think a big part of running is the fact that it's mentally draining.
Yep.
We talked about how important the mental aspect is with fighting. No, you don't want to run 5 miles every day. No one really wants
Nobody
to do
does.
that. But you get up and you do it anyway, and that's why you're the champ.
Literally, I do it every day.
I love it.
Every day.
Last one. Love it. Good work. Do you make all these connections yourself? Because you're working with a lot of guys now.
It's pretty much just my relationships with them. I met Mark Christie through one of my fights. He was actually announcing one of my fights. Okay. And just a lot of people hit me up to train, like actors and stuff. So
oh, really?
I pretty much just collab with them when they want.
That's awesome. I feel honored that you're here at the gym.
Yeah.
Let's see the speed. Guys, people have been saying Ryan's got the fastest hands in the game, ever. Check this out. We're going to go jab hook. Ready? Oh. God damn, it's hard to see. It really is. I don't know what the camera's picking up. So you actually had a newscast come out, right? And was like,
NBC.
NBC came to his garage where he trains at, and they're like, just make sure this isn't sped up. We're gonna stand here next to you, right?
Yeah.
And what, you were hitting the double end bag?
The
or
double
something?
hand bag.
That's too
They're
funny.
like, this is real, guys.
If you could spar anyone dead or alive.
Dead or alive, man, I'll probably go with Prince Nassim Hamed. Yeah, just
Prince
because.
Nassim. How do you see that panning out? You catch him?
I catch him.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
It's gonna be a fight though, because he's good.
He is good.
Yeah, the
dude.
explosion.
Unorthodox.
Unorthodox. You gotta figure him out.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you figure him out, you gotta feel his movements.
Dude, that's so great to hear. It sounds like you got everything, man. You got the speed, you got the athleticism, but you got the intelligence to be able to pick people apart mentally
Adjust
and strategically. Yeah. I feel like that was Floyd's biggest attribute.
Yeah.
Even more than his precision was he figured people out, and as the fight carried on.
That's the thing with me, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Because I learned through the game, like, no matter how talented you are, you still have to, there's guys that can fight, so you have to make adjustments, figure out what punch is gonna land. Because not all the punches I throw are gonna land on everybody. I mean, a lot of them will, but some guys are smart. Some guys are smart like me, just like chess game. Set them up.
I love it. All right, so we're gonna do something called rapid fire. I'm gonna ask you questions. I want you to answer them as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And while we're doing this, I want you to lay into me with some body punches.
Oh, wow.
I'm not ready for this one. Let me have it. Are you married?
No.
You have any kids?
Nope.
Do you drink?
Nope.
Do you smoke?
Nope.
Do you play video games?
Yep.
What's your favorite game?
Call of Duty World at War.
Ever broke a bone?
Nope.
Stitches?
Yes, my head at 3.
From a fight?
No, I took down some VCR and I fell on my head.
You ever been arrested?
Nope.
You ever been fired from a job?
Nope.
You ever been bullied as a kid?
Yes. Middle school.
Really? All right, that's enough of that. Tell me about how you've been bullied.
Basically, I don't look like a fighter, so when they heard I was a fighter, they like to test me.
Yeah.
The big dudes though, not the little dudes.
Yeah?
Some big dudes pushing me around.
Ever get physical?
No, they never went that far, but it was like provocative, and they were like antagonizing me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you ain't no boxer. You're like this, you look like this, you look like that.
Wow.
I'm just like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Like some of them I said come to my house and spar. That's actually how I got my best friend, Lawrence, into boxing. He actually came at me and was like, you ain't no boxer.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to come find out? And let me tell you this, he's 165. I was 120 at the moment. I went in there and threw blows in him.
And now you're friends with him?
Now we're best friends. Now
That's
he's 3-0 with 2 KOs.
That is so cool. That's a great story, man. And I feel like fighting really does that too. Like combat sports really brings people together. Have you ever been in a street fight?
Once.
Once?
Once.
You gotta tell me
He was
about
actually
it.
a guy that used to train with me.
Okay.
People hyped him up and saying like, oh, street fighting's different.
Yeah.
You'd take him, street fighting. So we were playing basketball, he got mad at me. Threw the ball down the street, that was my ball. I was like, you gonna go get my ball? He was like, no. I was like, all right. I grabbed his ball, took it off the fence. You know how emotions learn? He comes at me, ah! I'm like, what are you doing? He kicks my leg. I didn't feel no pain.
Wow.
So I went straight to the body. And he started crying. And then he came at me, swinging punches. So I was like, man, if I swing at him, I'm gonna knock him out.
Yeah.
So I'm just slap him. I start slapping him. Bare fist, bare hand. Smack! Every time he came in, came in again, kept coming for more.
Yeah.
By the end, probably 6 slaps, he had my whole hand was about to on his face.
Oh my.
And then, all right, the best part, I tell him go home. 10 minutes later, his mom comes like, thank you. He needed the ass whooping.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
So yeah.
You know, dude, you're a good guy though. For one to go to the body and to not close your fist on hitting someone,
I just don't feel comfortable.
that takes self-control.
Because I know what
Good
I
for you,
could.
man.
I
That's
know
good.
how hard I could
You could
whip
hurt
it
someone.
off.
You could hurt someone.
So if I whip it off on their face, bare fist, I could probably take their eyesight out.
Yep.
It's different.
Good man. That's cool, man. Good for you. So you said he kicked you in the leg.
Yeah.
I got a question that probably everyone else is wondering. He's a boxer now. He's got big things in the
13
future.
12 KOs. My next fight, March 22nd on ESPN.
March 22nd. Check it out.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider doing MMA?
You know what? I'm not gonna say no, and I'm not gonna say yes. But
Really?
what I will say is, if I do it, I would have to be completely done with boxing, retired, and I would have to take a year of just straight working on my craft.
Yeah, yeah.
Because what I do, I take it really serious. Because shit, it's no joke in the octagon either. So I definitely would have to learn how to block blade kicks. That's the one thing.
I love it. All right, cool, man. Let's be done with the physical.
Yeah.
All right, good training today. The speed is blazing fast. What can I get you? Coffee, a tea, or a beer? You're not old enough to drink a beer.
Yeah, and I probably don't plan on drinking in my career, throughout my career anyways. But
Smart.
no, I'm good. Thanks.
You're good?
Yeah, thanks.
All right, I'm gonna get a tea.
Okay.
Be right back. You watch any other sports besides boxing?
You know, not religiously, but
Yeah.
I do watch basketball at times. I just mainly watch highlights on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't watch anything else. You know, I've never seen a full basketball, football.
I can't,
Or baseball game?
my attention span is just not there for
I know-
that.
I
You
know
know,
what you mean.
I like to sit through a baseball game is probably like, it's honestly, no shots at baseball, but it's torture to me. Football is all right. Basketball is cool because there's a lot of scoring.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's back and forth.
yeah, I think those games you have to see live and in person. You can't. I mean, on TV it's just like, no.
Yeah.
Too many long stretches of nothing.
What's the best live fight you've ever been to?
Oh, that one's easy. Francisco Vargas and Salido. That shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. It was fight of the year, right?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
When you were there and the atmosphere it was insane.
Wow, that's awesome. So how do you prepare? March 22nd, your fight's coming up
Yeah.
against
I don't know.
not a veteran, but
Yeah.
an experienced fighter with
Yeah.
a couple knockouts.
Yeah.
How do you prepare for this guy?
You know what? I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. It's been working for me. So just basically training for the fighter. Seeing what he likes to do and exploit his weaknesses.
Mhm.
I'm good at that. And then we'll make adjustments in the ring because in a fight, it's like you could only prepare so much, but when you're in there, it's very, very different. So I just go in there with a focused mind and prepare for combat. That's basically it.
Do you do 4-week, 6-week, 8-week training camp like some of these guys do, or are you always in shape?
I'm always in shape. Most time I take off after a fight is a week. I just cause like just overall I don't feel comfortable not training.
Yeah.
Like that's just me. Like if I don't train, I just feel off throughout the whole day.
So do you do 5 days on, 2 days off? Like what's your training
I
regimen?
train every day. I only run on Sundays, but every day I train boxing.
Yeah.
Monday through Saturday.
So you're saying Sunday you don't run?
No, I just run.
I got you.
I just run.
How do you stay motivated? So you've had 225 amateur fights. You've had 13 pro fights. What keeps you focused to keep training, keep getting in there, and keep doing your thing?
I just basically, I haven't accomplished what I want to accomplish yet. I want to accomplish world titles in multiple weight classes. I want it all, honestly. I wanted everything. I feel like I could handle everything. I feel like I was built for this, so I'm not there yet. And what keeps me motivated is my dream. Basically, that's all I wanted. That's all I ever did when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
Every day. So I'm not gonna stop till I get there. I'm just gonna keep training my ass off. My mind is so focused right now. Like I don't know what could take me off track. I don't know nothing.
That's
You hear
powerful
that?
stuff. That's powerful,
Yeah.
man. I believe you too.
Yeah.
How do you feel about these guys? And I think Floyd was kind of the start of it,
Yeah.
where if you have a blemish on your record, if you have a loss,
Yeah.
all these guys are so worried that that's the end of their career.
It's not the end of your career. Take a little hit, but try not to lose before you get to the big cards like HBO and stuff, because then that kind of is a little blemish because you gotta work twice as hard. But once you're there, if you lost to a top fighter, nobody's gonna really knock you for it. You
Right.
know? You lost to one of the top fighters in the world. I mean, at least you're gonna put up. If you please the fans, you're gonna be back. But
Right.
if you're boring and you got beat in a boring fashion, you're not gonna be called back.
See, boxing's a crazy political game like that, where you have to keep the fans happy, you have to keep your agents happy.
Yep.
What is it?
That's exactly why I try to build my just my whole fan base by myself.
Your brand.
My brand.
Yep.
So I don't have to be like I don't have to be at the feet of the people that pitch you on TV. Like I am the person that
Exactly.
You
You need me more than
people are gonna watch me if I fight on the street.
Yeah.
So like
So when you get these haters that comment on your stuff and they're like, you haven't fought any real competition, do you ever think that these guys there's a little truth to that, where it's like, once I do face...
Hey, there is truth to it. I'm 19 years old. I'm 13-0, 12 KOs. What am I gonna do? You want me to fight the best of the best yet? Like, come on, dude. Stop acting ignorant. Like, of course, I'm not gonna be fighting those guys. But when I do fight them, like, you're gonna love me one day. You're gonna hate me one day, love me the next. Like, why would I pay attention to your opinion? If you looked at the facts and if you really did your research, all the world champions that are your favorite fighters, they fought more bums than me. So look at the facts, and then that's all I got to say. But honestly, the haters, thank you for watching. I love you.
Yeah, dude, they're watching right now, I guarantee it.
Yeah, and they're probably like, man, I hate this kid. He just called me out. The shoe fits.
Exactly.
Because they act so brave. They're so reckless sometimes. Like, they really just will say anything. And, like, go in your DMs and just, like, start bashing you. Like, bro, if you were in front of me, you would be like...
I think that would be a great series, man. Like, Ryan Garcia meets his haters, just shaking their hand.
Hey, what's up?
You were the one that said,
So I didn't fight nobody, but
Yeah,
I
you'd be
just fought Keith Thurman?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
did I do to him? Oh, yeah. Like, remember when I was 19 and you were talking shit? Yeah, I'm 24 now.
He'd be like, oh, that was my friend stole my
That was
phone. That
my-
wasn't actually me.
My cousin's uncle was using my phone.
Cousin's veterinarian.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah? Okay.
In your weight division, who's popular now that you would go up against that you'd think would be a good matchup?
My weight class, there's not really a popular person, to be honest. I mean, 130. Lomachenko moved up. Who else moved up? Pretty much everybody moved up except Burchell. I guess I could fight Miguel Burchell for the title. That's really my only goal right now, to fight Burchell at 130, take the title, and then move up to 135. I want to become the youngest active world champion. And I strongly believe it will happen this year. So if you thought I was big right now, it's about to get a whole lot crazier.
I believe you, man. I really do. Even just the brief amount of time that we trained together. You're someone who visualizes what you want, you make it happen.
Yeah.
You've been doing it so far, so
Yeah,
Godspeed, man.
Yeah. Whatever you put your mind to, if you do it every single day, you will accomplish it. But like, people always say, man, I want to become this, I want to become that, but they're not willing to literally they're not willing to obsess over it to the point they'll do it every day and literally forget about everything. Can you forget about all the fun, and can you just put your mind to that and block it out and do it every single day? And are you willing to fail? Because you're going to fail, just to let you know. You're going to fail a lot of times. Shit, I don't know how many times I got to tell you I failed, but I learned from it, and then I got to the point where I made so many adjustments. It's to the point where nobody made as much adjustments as me, so I'm winning.
Dude, it's so simple, but it's so clear cut, and I think that's the truth. It's just, you have to block everything else out. There's going to be so many distractions. You're going to want to go out and party with friends. There's going to be girls. You just have to stay. The people ask me, they're like, Shane, how do you get a popular YouTube channel? I'm like, if you're not going to stay dedicated to it, don't even start.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with boxing. You know, people say they want to be the world champ. It's like, do you, dude? Do you really want to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning and go for that 5-mile run? You really going to do that?
That shit sucks sometimes. Do you really want to cut that weight?
That's why I don't compete anymore. It's probably the #1 reason. Hated cutting weight.
Man, guys, like, all right, all the boxers that are trying to start up right now, just remember, weight cut, that word, weight cut. Yeah. You'll know what I mean in a couple months.
You could always do boxing for fun, but
Yeah.
if you're going to do it for competition.
Remember that word.
Yes.
I think it's 2 words. See, it's already scaring me. I don't even know it's 1 word. I don't even want to disrespect it. So I'm like,
The weight cut.
the weight cut.
Oh, man, I heard it gets more challenging the older you get, too.
Exactly. But that's why, like, I'm growing 19. Like, my body changed out of nowhere. So I was like, damn. I usually walk around at 140, 138.
Yeah.
Before you knew it, I started walking around 145. And I'm eating the same way, eating healthy. I'm just getting older.
Turn into a man.
That's why I'm going to have 2 more fights this year at 130.
You know what? I got to ask you before I forget. A buddy of mine gave me a call, and he's like, yo, you got to check out this kid, Ryan Garcia. I'm like, bro, he's coming over next weekend. He's like, yo, you got to get him to sign a glove.
Yeah.
So, all right, I got a question now.
Yeah.
You practice your signature?
All the time.
I love it. That's when he knows he's a star. Look at that. There you go,
I've been
Rich.
practicing it since I was like 10 years old.
Yo, that's awesome, dude. You know what,
If you
though?
look at my old homework, that's all you see over all my homework. I just keep writing my signature literally. My teachers would go crazy, like, why did you just write your signature literally all over the homework? I'm like, I don't know.
No, you did.
Yeah,
Deep down inside, you did know, man.
Yeah,
you knew
yeah.
you were going to be a star. You knew
Yeah.
you were going to be famous. That's awesome, man.
Hey everybody, Fight Tips, all the fans out there, March 22nd, catch me on ESPN. I'll be headlining the event, main event, and you don't want to miss it because I'm coming quick. Follow me on Instagram, also at King Ryan G. But also to everybody that that is looking to get into fighting, take it serious. Don't play no games with it. If you're gonna do it, this is a dangerous sport. You're getting punched in the face. Punched in the face. Just So take it serious and keep striving to do better and better each day.
That's awesome. King Ryan Garcia, thank you, sir. Pleasure having you on. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to comment down below and let me know what guests you'd like to see next on this show. And until then, be sure to subscribe to get the fight tips before your opponent does. I'm Shane. This is King Ryan. Fight tips for the underdogs.